Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of our house renovation project. So today we will take care of this little fellow here in the background. So this we will build today out of, I think it was about 3 tons of concrete, some steel stuff and whatever. It's a little pillar up to, I would say, a little bit more than 3 meters in height, and this will getting is really interesting. So I will not say so much and would say have fun and enjoy the video. Yeah, today we will start with a little journey with my little car here, my little transport car, to the next, how should we call it? So in Germany we have some dealers which are trading with used accessories, equipment and everything you will need for a construction site like mine. So you can buy there, baby, for example, some scaffolding or all the stuff you need for concrete formworks and everything, more or less everything you want. And about 80 kilometers away we have such a dealer. I bought there sometimes, from time to time, I think 3 times in total. I was there more or less for the props, so for the supports in my construction. And so I know him. I called him and said, I need some more material. So as you see in the background, so we switched. So here we are. And what I need now, I need some new props again. I also need some concrete formwork. So everything we need for the concrete and everything around. So it's hard to tell exactly, and some other stuff. So if you're there, then you put everything in the car you need. Maybe you saw it in the background, there was a lot of stuff around. I did not get everything I wanted, so some of the props, normally I need props for the wooden framework, which about a length of 5.5 meters. Today he only got the props in maximum 4 meters length. But I also bought some of these, so you can always use or need props in that way. And at the end, if I do not need them anyway, no problem. So the price is good as always, and so there's no problem, at least here in Germany, you do not have any problems to sell this again as used. You can see it here in the picture. So these are the props in 5.5 meters. This is how it looks if I use everything and so, and at the end of the work, if you are ready with your construction site, there's no issue to put them on a marketplace for used stuff and sell them more or less for the same price you bought them maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So this means in total such a trip to some kind of used accessory dealer is definitely worth the travel. So as I said, 80 kilometers, so along the German Autobahn I'm using here, or not yet, but in a few minutes. It's quite fast to travel, maybe everything together, maybe 2 hours for the complete travel. So in Germany we do not have so great distances to travel, and also on the Autobahn you can drive really fast even with such a small car. The normal or the average speed is around 140 to 160 kilometers per hour. So this you can easily do. If you have a faster car, of course, then you mostly travel at speeds of 180 up to 200 kilometers per hour. But today I do not want to win some races. I only want to transport my stuff to the construction site. So I don't need to travel so fast for today at least. Okay, here we are again, so let's start the action. So this is the inner corner, I would call it, where we want to build the concrete pillar. So this was the idea because it's much easier to get everything connected and get a proper pillar also for the wooden beam, which should be placed directly on this pillar. And you can do this with some stones, of course. Yeah, you can build everything from the ground to the top, but it's hard to get the connection to the older walls, and this is why we our plan is to do this with the concrete construction. In the past we only used the concrete for the floor slabs, so this could be some interesting stuff. So today we will build more vertically instead of horizontally, and you do not have to underestimate the forces the concrete is causing. So in even this little corner we are about to put about 3 tons of material. And this means you definitely need a proper formwork for everything, so that everything will stay in place at the end. Yeah, and this is how it looks like, at least the lower part of the formwork. So the upper part we will build after we filled up this lower part with concrete, because we have to do this by hand with a simple bucket. And so that makes it a little bit easier if you build the upper part if you are ready with the lower part. And this will then be filled up. This is from the outside, so even on the outside we put some some wooden plates and also a prop. You can see here that everything is really stable and stay in place if we try to put here about 3 tons of material. And this is what I might mean. So now we will start with the lower part and the concrete. Yeah, and that's it for the lower part. Now we build the upper part, so the formwork of the upper part of the pillar. And the most funny stuff will then come, because every bucket filled up with concrete, we need to step up here on the ladder to a complete height of about 3.5 meters, around that, to put the concrete from the top end into the formwork. Yeah, so we did it at the end. So this was definitely a hard day. 3 tons of concrete only with a bucket into such a formwork. Yeah, I can tell you the arms are aching. And at that point, I think it's a good idea for a little coffee break. And at that point, I want to thank you all who participate here on my channel, maybe with a like or a comment, or maybe you also subscribed in the last days. So thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. And then it's time to take care of some more little working packages. So this corner here is something special. So we did not forget it. So here you can see it on the plan on this really small red rectangle at that side. I'm here just working, and maybe you remember exactly on the outside of this area I was excavating on the last video, and this is why I did, because first there was a plan that we want to create this small patch of the floor slab, which is here now still missing. We want to put it below the wall, but yeah, during this work here and also from the outside, it was good to see that everything is built more or less properly. So we can leave it as it is. And this is what I'm now preparing here. This means I will remove everything which is actually on the way. So here on this little picture, you see the outside of this wall. Yeah, so yeah, I checked everything is okay. And now I remove everything on the inside, that we have enough space for everything. And then we can simply put here a few kilograms of concrete into this area, and then we are ready with the floor slab also in this room. Okay, and then the last working package for today, a little work with my mini excavator. As you might imagine, for all the concrete we mixed up, we need some tons of sand, and the delivery was simply put in the middle of the property, and yeah, it's a little bit in the way, so this is why I take me some time with my mini excavator. and move it a little bit out the way so that we have enough space to work and walk here along the side. So that's then more or less for this working package. This is also some preparation for the next working package, which will be the installation of the wooden beam. And for this we definitely need exactly this space that we can maneuver it here around this corner to a little tiny window and so on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and that was it for today with our small concrete pillar there in the corner. And in the next week it will get really interesting. Yeah? So you already might have seen in the last videos we received already the steel, the wooden beam. You can see here in the background, 7 meters in length. And yeah, this will be the task for the next week, how we got this into the house and into that position. So this might get really interesting. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like my videos, maybe you can think of subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate this. Please also leave me a comment or a like if you like my videos. And then I would say thank you very much, and we'll see us again in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.